It's all about fishing. It's all about hunting. It's all about the great outdoors. And it's all about outdoors with Captain Roy and Cheryl.
And good morning, Cheryl.
And good morning, Captain Roy.
And good morning out there to our TV audience. It's good to have you aboard. I'm Captain Roy.
And I'm Cheryl Little. I wish we were in East Bay this morning, but we are at the Bear Creek Lodge.
I hope y'all enjoyed the show last week, folks. That was something new, and we're going to do it again.
I hope so. That was a whole lot of fun.
Filming the whole show right out there in that beautiful bay and catching a few fish.
Yep, I got a lot of good compliments on it.
We're great. Today we've got a good show lined up too, Cheryl. And by the way, we are going to be drawing from our sweepstakes at the end of the show, so keep her tuned in. And we have been busy fishing.
You have.
Cheryl, I'm sorry about that. But I got a report, Cheryl, from the beach piers out there. My friend Rick Rogers called me, and they do a lot of good fishing. They're catching a lot of good fish out there on the piers at Panama City Beach. I think Rick goes out there to the pier at the state park just about every day.
Good for him.
And yeah, they're catching some redfish, flounder, and all sorts of things.
Yep.
And here's something when he called me, he asked me, said, Captain Roy, have you ever heard of a look-down fish? I said, there ain't no such thing. Well, he said, there is. He said, I was out there, and he said, somebody caught one. And somebody on the pier recognized what it was. And what he looks like, if you look at this picture, he looks like a pompano that's run into a rock or something and bent his nose down. Strange. I've been here all my life, folks. I've never seen a look-down fish. Then, on top of that, he sent me a second, told me about a second fish that he saw out there. And I sort of doubted this one because I looked it up on the internet, a stargazer. Now, you look at that picture. Folks, I ain't never seen a stargazer in my life. I've fished the bays and the Gulf and what have you. He's a strange-looking fish, but he comes out of the Atlantic. They call him an Atlantic stargazer.
Well, Captain Roy, I know you've been busy on the water, so who are we going to go fishing with first?
We're going to go fishing with an old friend of mine, and Phil Irving from Birmingham, Alabama, came down here, and we had a great time. And hey, you're gonna see a big speckled trout or two caught today.
Okay.
We are so lucky to live in North Florida. We have some of the best fresh and saltwater fishing in the world. My biggest problem is not catching fish, but trying to decide what kind of fish I want to catch. No matter what I'm after, I always stop at Sunjammers Water Sports first. They have just what I need: rods and reels, line, tackle, and most important, live bait. Yes, sir, we sure are lucky.
Southern Outdoor Sports, just off the circle on Hartford Highway in Dothan. We carry a large selection of guns, ammo, and reloading supplies, from ground blinds, tree stands, camo clothing, and boots. For the fishermen, we have freshwater and saltwater tackle, rods, reels, and a large selection of lures. We are a dealer for Bimini Bay, Under Armour, Sims, and Orvis clothing. We are also an authorized dealer for Browning, Benelli, Big Green Egg, and Liberty Safes. Outdoor specialties since 1969.
Southeast Tree Experts, 25 years experience in residential and commercial tree removal and trimming. We specialize in topping, pruning, tree removal, trimming, stump grinding, lot cleanup, and much more. Southeast Tree Experts are contracted with the city, county, and state, fully insured up to $2 million, so you can rest assured that you're working with professionals. Owner and operator Bobby Braswell is present on each and every job, and you'll always be treated with courtesy and respect. Call the experts, Southeast Tree Experts.
Mr. Roy.
I want you to look who's sitting on the back of my boat. Phil Irvin, it's been how many years since you've been on?
2 years at least.
At least 2 years. And, Phil had a little bit of health problems. Couldn't go fishing, but I thank the Lord he was able to come down here this morning. We used to fish about 25 times a year, didn't we, Phil?
We used to, and I sure missed it too.
Yeah. Well, we in here at Callaway Bayou. We're gonna run down the bay and just see. Got a little bit of breeze. Maybe the gnats won't bite us quite so bad, Phil.
I hope not.
All right, let's get her started.
Yeah, let's go catch some.
You can reach that net. I can't get it where I can get it. He got a good one on there, Phil. All right, I got the net in the water now. I bet you, I see him. He's a big trout. That is a good trout, Phil. Now you doing all right now. No, it's a little red, I believe, Phil. A rat red.
Sure is.
Phil, is that a trout or is that a trout?
That is a nice trout. Very nice.
See if we can get him out and get a good picture in a minute. Phil, I gotta say, that's a pretty trout.
That's a pretty trout.
Phil, that's a pretty good trout there.
That's a nice trout.
Well, if you get him out, we'll take his picture. That's a good trout, Phil.
Yes, sir.
Kind of like to see you catch for me. You
Nice
did a good
trout.
job of netting, Phil.
Yeah. He ain't big enough, I don't think.
Nah. Phil, he's not big enough. He's a pretty good trout, but he's not big enough. Phil, you say you got him coming around there, have you?
I don't know which way, but he's coming.
He's coming. Just looks like a good trout there, Phil.
Did he keep?
Nope. He's close, but he won't keep. Phil has got a redfish on. Let's see who's gonna win this battle. Now you're the redfish, Phil. Let me get my trolling motor up. All right, now he got Phil standing up. I think it's about an even battle now, ain't it, Phil? I see him out there. Good red. Phil, you got him over here in the sun now. I have to turn the camera off. You can't tell him to go on the other side of the boat. I can film him a lot better.
I can't tell him where to go, Mr. Roy.
Just go where he wants to, huh? Yeah. Phil, you did a mighty good job on him there, Phil. Good job.
Hooked in the eye, or...
Now, Phil, was that fun?
That was fun.
Me
and my arthritis.
You did, yeah, you did a good job. That will make your arthritis feel better, Phil. All right. What do you got on there, Phil?
I don't know, but he didn't last very long.
Oh, the story of my life, Phil. I don't know whether it was a big trout or a big red, but
I couldn't tell either.
The captain caught one. Mine ain't got whiskers, Phil. I appreciate you letting that one for me there, Brother Phil.
All right.
Pretty fish. Now that's a pretty trout, Phil. That's what I like to see you catch.
That's a nice one.
Good trout.
Nice trout.
When you get all you want to clean,
No,
you start throwing them back. That was on the paddle tail. I think Phil kind of got discouraged with fishing that paddle tail, so I put him on a Arkansas glow. I said, well, I'll fish the paddle tail. That's what it'll do, Phil. Phil, you want your paddle tail back?
All right.
That's 2 casts and two specks. Phil, that's 3 casts and three specks. You can see that old paddle tail there.
For everything you need on or off the water, visit the Panama City and St. Andrews Marinas. Both locations provide you with easy access boat slips, ramps, fuel, bait, and tackle. Come visit our ship stores and see our unique nautical gifts and clothing, or just relax with a cool drink and grab a snack while watching the boats come in.
Don't forget that Mariner on your shopping list. Come by and see our unique nautical gifts, cards, and clothing at the ship store at Panama City or St. Andrews Marina.
Panama City and St. Andrews Marinas, everything you remember and so much more.
Now that was a nice redfish Phil caught. Now, where were y'all? Sandy Creek?
And we were over there in at the mouth of Burnt Mill Creek.
Oh, okay.
Over there where the old boat used to be.
I gotcha. Okay.
And got big trout too.
Yeah, that was a nice trout.
Sure, I got one more fish strip I wanted to show. My brother-in-law Bob Grice called and said that his neighbor Jim Holden wanted to go fishing. Jim's up in his age, and he said, I just want to go fishing one more time, Bob. So Bob asked him if he'd like to come down and go fishing with Captain Roy, and he sure did. And so he came down here, and we took Jim fishing, and we just had a great time. And I wish the story could end there. But just a few days after this fishing trip, Jim had a bad stroke, and he's not paralyzed, but he was a bad stroke. I'm just going to leave it right there. Maybe God will heal him. But I really enjoyed taking y'all fishing, Bob and Jim, and I think you'll enjoy watching it. So let's just watch the fishing trip with Jim and Bob.
Here at the Moats Auto Exchange, we do the hard work for our customers, and it starts with finding quality inventory. To avoid problems, we use the latest technology to check for damage and evaluate the car's history. We know exactly what we're buying. Then our Napa Auto Care Center completes a hands-on inspection, making sure that all service records are up to date. We don't have salespeople and we don't have finance managers, but what we do have are personal car buyers that help folks get cleaner, better priced pre-owned autos. And we work directly with lenders to get the lowest interest rates possible. We save our customers thousands. Moats Auto Exchange, Highway 231 north of Ozark. Online at wiregrasscars.com.
Floating down Econfina Creek is easy, and it's fun for the whole family. Birds sing in a canopy of green, and 6 crystal clear pools lure swimmers into the bubbling spring water. Econfina Creek Canoe Livery makes it all possible with canoes, kayaks, paddles, and life vests. Just bring a picnic and go with the flow. At Journey's End, a shuttle waits for your return upstream. Econfina Creek Canoe Livery, 1 mile north of Highway 20 on Strickland Road, midway between Highway 77 and 231.
This is Nate with Mexico Beach Marina. Remember, we're a key dealer for Yamaha outboards, as well as a 5-star certified service department. Dealer for Edgewater powerboats. Our marina store still offers all your latest tackle, live bait, bulk ice, ethanol-free fuel, and slip rentals. And our beach store has everything you need for your day at the beach with Guy Harvey, Salt Life, Sperry, Topsider, Hook and Tackle, Bimini Bay, and much more. You can check out our website at mexicobeachmarina.com. Check out our Facebook page. So come on down to beautiful Mexico Beach and come on in and say hi.
Jim, can you turn around here just a minute? Jim Holland, good to have you on the boat this morning. My brother-in-law Bob Grice back there, Jim, Bob's neighbors, and we come down Sandy Creek. We're going to troll a little way and see if we can find some up the creek, but no, we're going to go on out in the bay and fish around the bayous. I see there's plenty of gars here, Bob. Sun getting bright over on that side, so let's see if we can catch one. Jim, you hadn't had a bite yet? Not a thing. Okay. That one won't keep. Turn him around here, Jim. Where I can see you and the fish. There you go. Is that the first speckled trout you ever caught?
Well, no. I went one time like froze to death and never did go back.
Like froze to death, never did go back. Well, that one won't keep, but he is a trout. That's a nice trout, Bob. I got him right in the sun.
Oh, yeah.
Swing him around here on the other side, I'll take your picture. That's a pretty trout. All right, Jim, your time now. How'd you feel, Jim? Bob, you got the net ready back there? Put that one in the net. Yeah. Net. Swing him around here. Is that a pretty one, Jim?
Yep.
That's pretty. That's pretty fish. You did a good job there, Jim. That's a pretty one there, Bob. Jim, we get him in the net. Swing him around here, Jim. Let's take a picture of him. Bob, that's a good fish.
He might be.
Yeah.
Close.
Bob, got one on there. Hey, where's the net, Jim? That's a good trout. Get him, Jim. Get him, Jim. Swing him around here, Jim. Swing him around here. All right, Jim, you next now. Rick, you can help me load that anchor in the boat.
Yeah, we'll put it back right here, but yep, we'll put it right back here.
All right.
Just seeing you gonna get in about when it's in order.
Yeah, Dr. Reese said he estimated that weighs about 2 tons. It's been there as long as I can remember. I don't know how it got up here. That's an old ship anchor. I don't believe we could put that one in the boat, Jim. See,
I don't think so.
the end. You can see the end of it out there in the water, about 6 or 8 feet from the anchor.
Yeah.
Ain't that something? How'd they get up here, Jim?
I don't know.
I never have found anybody that did.
See both of them.
Got 2 at a time now. Jim, I don't know whose is the biggest.
Mine.
Yours is the biggest.
I think
Are you sure?
I think they're about the same.
Yeah. Okay, all right, we're going to let Bob catch one now. Bob's a good netter. I don't know where we ought to turn him
Y'all
loose.
just catch them, I'll net them.
Okay. Jim, you did a good job of netting that one. Bob?
Boy, you ain't doing that. I know it.
You're hitting the Arkansas. He almost hooked him. All right, Bob. You can do better than that. Oh, Bob did catch one.
Yeah.
Now you learn how you know how to do it now, Bob.
Yeah.
All right, you can help us out now. Get y'all to miss the fish.
Caught one.
All right, Bob caught on to it now. Yeah, that's a pretty one, Jim. Are you trying to knock him off, Jim?
Well, I am too, I guess.
That's a pretty trout. Let's swing him up here. That's a pretty one. He hit the DOA shrimp under a float. Yeah. Got a fish on, Bob says.
Trying to get him out there.
Got a fish on. Yeah, that's a pretty fish. Stick it to him there, Jim. Yeah, swing him up here now. Let's see what he looks like. Oh yeah, he's pretty. That hit the DOA paddle tail. Jim, you still got him on? Yeah. Hold him around here, Jim. Let's get a good picture of you and that fish. Yeah. Jim, you're going to fall backwards there in a minute.
Yeah, he's about 13, 14.
16, 17, something like that. No. I'll just catch them and film them, boys. This ain't gonna do, boy. Be catching all the fish. Put my rod back in the boat. Spit the jig out there. Just did get him in the net there, Jim. Jim, are you about ready to go towards the dock?
I'm ready.
Ready to go. You had the fun? Okay.
Had fun today. I'm ready to go.
If you enjoyed it, well, we'll call it quits. Yeah, we're gonna fish some more to get to where you'll enjoy it.
No one can seem to get Georgia to reveal her secret to catching those big redfish. So we've placed a series of hidden cameras on Stan and Georgia's boat to try to find out her secret.
Stan, this looks like a good spot right here.
So you think this is a spot?
I know it is.
Okay, well I'll get the trolling motor ready and we'll get started.
There he is, Stan.
You never cease to amaze me, baby.
Stan stuff is good on everything.
Check all the stuff in your pantry. If you don't see any Stan stuff, it ain't complete.
The Register Meat Company was founded over 71 years ago by Pappy Register.
Register's premier product is their country-style sausage. It is 100% pure pork and hog casings with their secret seasonings. It's packaged in mild hot, and I mean hot. Their sugar cure bacon is smoked for hours. And Register's premium hams are pumped with their special ham pump. If you're in the Cottondale area, stop by their country store and ask about their Pick 5 program and their veggie bushel. Look for Register's meats at your local grocery.
Tell you what I like about Coram. I like the food, I like the price, I like the quality, I like the quantity of it. But what I like most about Coram Steak and Eggs is I like that friendly atmosphere that I always find when I dine out there. It's owned and operated by Linda and Willie Coram. They are the original, and they're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and their breakfast out of this world. And my favorite is the world famous Coram Heavenly Hash. Coram Steak and Eggs, 804 South Tyndall Parkway.
Captain Roy, you always find the big trout.
Well, always sometime. No, I enjoy taking you fishing. Jim and Bob, and we did finally find some good fish, and fishing's been pretty good. Cheryl, they still haven't gotten up into the intercoastal waterways too far up into the creeks. Watch the water temperature. When the water temperature gets down to about 60 degrees, this when you want to start fishing a little further up. But about all I've been catching has been around the mouths of the creeks and the bayous. And this past week I even caught some out in the bays on the points out from the bayous because the warm-up is kind of topsy-turvy with the specs right now. When the weather warms up, they move out and move up when it gets cold again. So
Yeah.
you just have to look for them.
You do. This is their transition time, isn't it? Hey, we're going to be drawing here in just a few minutes. I got a really cool picture. This is Zoe Luker. Her mom Joe took her out fishing on the surf, and Zoe hooked a super nice redfish. This is a slot-sized redfish that she landed herself. And good job, Zoe.
Joey, that's a great job.
Isn't that neat?
Great fish. I like to see young people getting interested in fishing, and I congratulate you, Joey. It was good.
Yeah.
And you know, you was talking about the sweepstakes, Cheryl. We're going to be drawing next week.
Mm-hmm.
And the unfortunate.
Oh, no, the very, very lucky person.
You're going to be going fishing with me free of charge.
So make sure you get your entries in now. And the way to do that is go to outdoors@captainroy.com and email us. Make sure you put your telephone number down so we can call you and let you know that you won. You bookmark captainroy.com, our webpage. And on our webpage, it's got all of our contact information, email addresses. It sends you to Facebook. It sends you to YouTube. And it also has a really good weather forecast.
Yeah, you actually got 2 stations on there. And I had not been using the Weather Channel. But you click on Weather Channel, and the present weather comes from the airport, where the Tyndall report comes from the national network. So if you type on weather and if you click on weather for you're going to get the report from Tyndall Air Force Base. And you know, if you're out there on the bay, or going out there on the bay, that's really what you need to know, because Tyndall, what happened at Tyndall Field is probably what's happening out there to you in the bay. So you can get a 5-day forecast on either one of the weather channels that's on there. And or you can get a 14-day.
Right, and it's also got your peak fishing time too.
Right, just click on the forecast and fish feeding times. You get a printout. You want to print them out a full month of the best feeding time for fish, and that works for deer. They tell me.
That's right. Hunting season's here too. Yeah.
Right. I know Dr. Two-Bill, he won't sit in his stand if he's not up there when he's got the best feeding time.
No, I don't blame him. Yep, he's a busy man. He needs to
visit our website.
Hey, let's give away a hat and some stand stuffed spices.
Look at what we're giving away here. The autograph cap, about a $20 cap. And
I know I'm gonna mess up this guy's name. Jeremiah Blakenvich. I hope I pronounced it right, Jeremiah. Congratulations. You just won a hat and some stand stuffed spices.
Wow.
So, yeah, very good.
We congratulate you. And
hey, you know, and we do have a great show lined up for next Saturday. Captain Roy, you found a nice speckled trout last Saturday. Where'd y'all go fishing?
Yeah, we were fishing Sandy Creek.
Right.
And that's a nice trout. We caught a bunch of nice trout, but one big trout.
Yeah, that was a nice trout. So we'll be showing that fishing trip next Saturday.
Right. And hey, we enjoy doing this show, folks, and I hope y'all enjoy watching it just half as much as we enjoy making the show. You'd be surprised how many takes we have to do, and our director over there is giving us a wind up. So remember to tune us in next Saturday at the same time. And we've got to get out of here, so remember to always
try to be as good to him as he is to you.
Good day. Okay, folks, it's time to wrap it up and go to the barn.